Yeah, what I'm going to make today is two small racks for my barbecue pit. Uh, and I'm making it out of this expanded metal. And it is about 8.5. I believe it's about 14 inches this way. Um, this one here, this one's going to be a little bit bigger. Same thing, 14 inches, but it's going to be about 10 inches wide. Um, I have a pre-curved piece of round rod here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put two small handles on either side, but it's a little bit too low for me. So I'm going to roll this a little bit more than this. Uh, I'm actually going to roll it on this roller from Swag Off-Road. And anyway, let me get set up and we'll get to rolling that bar. Yeah, if you've never used one of these rollers, they actually work pretty good. Actually, this one works really nice. Um, and what happens? I'll get a better angle here in a minute. Let me get it set up in here, and so it'll hold it in place. And I'm going to show you what happens when you roll some bar. And what happens is the pinch point is going to be right here. So you actually lose about 3 inches, 3 to 4 inches of roll when you start off with a piece of bar like this. So I'm going to lose about 3 or 4 inches on either side. So I'm hoping that that's not going to be a factor. And then when I finish, that I'll be able to get my four small pieces in there, and I can get rid of those. Let me bend it down a bit here. That's basically all you need. It'll hold in place. You just kind of give it a roll. And it'll give you a nice roll. Hold it in position, and I'll get one more. Come back around. And when I finish rolling this, I'll show you. I'll give it one more going this way. It don't take much. It rolled it already. And you can already see that radius. I'm not going to measure the radius. I'm just going to eyeball it. I know what I'm looking for. So let me get you back around. You can tell it rolled it quite a bit, because this is where it's going to go. Just like that. Just the right amount of roll. So these are actually going to weld to these edges right here. It's hard to tell, but I got a consistent roll from here versus here. This is a little bit straighter on this side, and goes the same here. It goes about right to here, and then it stays consistent all the way around here. Now, if this would have been a flat piece, because I already had started with this pre-curved already, but if I would have started with this as a flat, straight piece, this would have been straight right across. It would have really been pronounced, but it's not that noticeable. So I still may be able to use this piece right here, and it's going to be for the grill, so no, it will never be known that it's not the same radius as the rest of this. But yeah. I went ahead and cut all the pieces that it's going to take to make these grill racks. Um, this is the bigger one. This one is 9.5 by 13, and this piece is cut at about 8.5 by 13. Um, Basically, what I'm just using a bunch of scrap parts. Here's those pieces of curved round rod, and what these are actually, they started off as long bolts. Let me see here. They just started off as long bolts, and I cut the head off, and I'll show you. That's basically what they started off as. I cut this head off here, and I'm going to use these for the sides. Kind of give you an idea how this is going to work. Let me put you in here. So the idea here is I'm going to take these two per each side, and I kind of bevel, yeah, just a little bit here. They'll butt up against each other here. Take one of the longer ones, put one over here on this side, place one over here on this side, just like this. Then I'll have the other two on this side right here. These are going to be the handles. And pretty much, I'm going to go about right here, just like that. I'll end up cutting these long extra pieces off, and yeah, and I think they're going to come out okay. So I'll get you set up, and I'll get myself set up with the welder, and we'll get going on it. Okay, there's my setup. Pretty simple piece to weld. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start right here, put a tack here in the middle, and then I'll work my way on this side. Then I'll start welding it to the expanded metal, and then randomly I'll just place a tack here and then over here, and then just so I can get this side tacked in. Uh, I'll add either this side or the other side, and work the other, and just keep building on until we get it done, till we get all the way around. So anyway, what am I going to be using? I'm going to be using 045 thick wire, and the welder. I'm going to go ahead and TIG weld it. The welder's set at about 100 amps. So let me position here, and we'll get going. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'll just take this off now. And I'm going to put one of the longer pieces. I'll move this over. Take one of these pieces here and put it about right here. And then we'll weld it here. Then now I can cut these sides off, or add the other side. Then I can cut these sides off here. Just keep working my way around. Yeah, I need to cut these off first. Right here and right here. Okay, so I have this piece tacked in now, and all I have to do now is just cut this end off. That way I can lay the long pieces and they'll be straight across. that's basically what it's going to look like. I just need to weld all these attach points on the top side, and then we'll put these we'll put the ends right here. And so let me get that going. Basically, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to put all the heat on the round rod, and then work my way into the expanded metal since it's much thinner. Yeah, I think I'll be okay if I just weld this entire piece this side over here. Um, if it does give a little bit on me, then I can always bend it. It's so small. Let me cool it down a bit. I'm trying my best to distribute the heat as best as I can. Uh, Trying to do it without warping it, obviously. Yeah, my understanding is you're really not supposed to be doing that with cooling it that fast, but I'm not trying to cool it down. I'm just trying to control the heat just a little bit. Uh, so That's about it. Besides, it's a grilling rack. You know, it's a grilling rack. Nothing else. Uh, Whatever works. A little compressed air never hurts. Okay, so now all I'm gonna do is, all I gotta do is add these sides. There's no method to this madness as far as what angle. I just somewhere around this area. That 3/8 round rod is obviously much thicker. I bumped up the welder to about 115. Uh, I don't know if that's enough. I don't know if that's too much, but I can always control it with the foot pedal. Do the other side. I just want to tack it in first, and then I'll finish them. Okay, let me see how I'm going to do this. And that's pretty much it right there. So I'm gonna weld it right here and right here. I'm gonna leave these alone probably, and that should be sufficient for the purpose of what this is gonna do. Okay, one more side. Let's see. And I think that's it. And that's it. Nothing fancy. Uh, just a bunch of scrap metal put together. So I'm not going to torture you with the second one. I'm going to go ahead and build the second one. Then when I'm done, I'll show them to you.